Okay, everybody, this is our second recording of day 39. My first video ended up being sideways, so I decided to go ahead and take the time and do another one. So anyway, welcome to day 39. This is our full body day. This was a super fun workout for me anyway, so I'm excited and fine to do it again. You will need a mini band for your legs. If you don't have a band, you actually can start building awareness of just your own self flexion and pretend like you have resistance. So if you pretend that you've got that band on your leg, but you've got to drag it against resistance, it's not quite the same, but you can still kind of build that same idea and your body will respond to it. So that's an awesome thing. And then I have a set of 15s and then a 20-pound dumbbell on the ready. There are a couple exercises that I may want to use that for. So let's go ahead and get warmed up. Level off those hips, press those shoulders back and down, check in with your core. See if you can kind of try to find the position where your heels drive, or if you were to have a plumb line, right? A line that was right down your body, your heels, hips, and shoulders and back of the head line up. I myself, I don't think I'm always super perfect, but it's something that I'm constantly trying to think about and be aware of just to make sure that I'm not putting too much pressure on my low back and letting myself like out of position. So this is actually the position that I struggle with. I have more of like a tilt in my pelvis. So I kind of have to watch that I tuck those hips under, pull the belly back. Some people have too much of an under tuck, right? So the pelvis is heading backwards and your upper back has to round, your head juts forward, and your knees do funky things so that your body can be balanced. So you are going to have to need to try and strengthen up through the core and possibly stretch your hip flexors. Those are tight. They're going to be pulling those hips up and bumping your pelvis backwards. So think about your alignment. Let's stand on our left leg. Tuck your right knee up into the chest. Rotate your ankle around. Perfect. And then take your foot and set it on your left knee. And we're just going to do a standing figure 4 stretch. Push the knee out to the side. Hinge your body forward. And then we'll come up and do the other side. Lift that leg. Rotate it around. Good. See if you were able to find that posture stance on your supporting leg. Cross your ankle over. Flex the foot. And gently just hinge back and stretch through that glute, lifted side. Okay, we're going to take a nice wide base of support, squat down just a teeny bit, and then drop your left hand onto the ground, rotate to the right, trying to keep those hips nice and level. Right hand to the ground, rotate to your left, left hand to the ground, rotate to the right. Check in with that belly, keep it flexed. We need that, support the low back. Okay, one more time, to the left, and then let's straighten our legs, and then we're going to swing left and right. Pull on that calf or your thigh. Let's get a little extra stretch on that opposite side that you're pulling away from. All right, one more, and then let's do it. Get your band, and we're going to put it on our high ankle, low calf. So I want you to check in and make sure that you constantly have flexion on your band, especially depending on the width of your band. Some bands are a little bit wider, so you're going to have to keep those feet pulling apart a little bit wider the whole time. Okay, so set those knees to line up over the toes. You're going to push your hips back like you're getting ready to do a squat. Roll the shoulders back and down. Stay strong through the core, as always. And then we're just going to take lateral steps left and right. We're going to do a total of 20 each way. So take that step. Make sure that your other foot doesn't come too far in. 1, 2, pull from those upper outer thighs, those abductors. All right, so I can get 4 each way. So we're going to do 5 rounds. Try to keep your upper body still. I also see a lot of shuffling, like bouncing. I don't want to bounce. Set into it, build that burn. Slide those shoulders back and down. That's our third pass. We have 2 to go. Building the health and strength of those abductors really helps for knee health as well. Keeps those knees happy so they're not trying to do more support. We need to use those glutes to do the support. 3, 4. Oh, all right. Take a little stretch side to side. We're going to balance on that right leg. Line that knee and toe. Push the hips back a little again, and then you're going to just do a back pull on your other leg. Keep checking in with your posture. Belly holds strong. If you need a balance or tap one side or the other, like back or front, that's fine. 18, 19, 20. Whee! Wake that side up. All right, now we get that other side, sink into it, and push. Keep checking with that core. You'll feel that supporting side working more. $18, 19, 20. Lots going on in those abductors, like I said, those glutes. You can also feel the flexion of the entire thigh. Okay, here we go. Back to our walks. We have set 2, 2 sets to go. This set should be tougher. Check in, keep that rib cage strong by flexing that core underneath. 2. Struggling to get my band as wide. 2 more passes. There's 1. Keep that upper body nice and still. Make sure your jaw and neck are relaxed. Oh, okay. I'm going to take a little hinge stretch. Okay, and then we're going to line that knee and toe. Flex into that supporting side. Get that pull. Set into it. Feel the burn both sides. 15, 19, 20. All right, support and push. 3, 4. Try not to lean the body too much. 14. Whew. Got 3 to go. Almost took it down. 18, 19, 20. All right, take a little stretch. Ooh. One more set, friends. Phew. Okay, here we go. Sit it back, belly strong. Get that stretch on your band. Make sure you keep in the work. Don't back out of it. 2. Looking good. There's 3. Check in, see if you can kind of find those pelvic floor muscles. 4. Try not to lean. Yes. Oh, done with those. All we have to do are our back pulls. All right, here we go. Balance on one side, get your pull on the other. 6. The way you angle the toe also changes where you get that pull. So keep your toe mainly focused to pull right in front, or the point in front. You're going to get that upper back outer glute. 15, 19, 20. All right. Support, flex, and pull. You've got it. See if you can line that knee and toe. 15, 18, 19, 20. Those last 3 on the second side seem to be problematic. Okay, get rid of your band. See, that was fun. All right, start by just hinging over those legs. Walk out into your downward facing dog. We're going to take a pigeon real quick. Oh. So bring your right leg up. Right knee is toward your right wrist. And then the right ankle can be angled back towards your left hip. Get that squared off pelvis. Enjoy that stretch through the glute. Okay, and then we're going to switch to the other side. So put your right leg back. Bring your left leg forward. Walk that right knee back and get those squared off pelvis. Okay, next set. We're going to hit up some combos, or a combo, and then something a little new. That's going to be core focused. That's how we're going to get some of our core work done today, is through a swing. All right, so with your lighter set that you chose for today, so kind of a mid set of weights, we're going to do a curl and a press. Elbows will squeeze in tight. You're going to curl up, rotate your hands, press up overhead. We're going to go for 10 of those. If going overhead doesn't work for you, then just keep working with curls. Stay in the mindset and focus, though, on that positioning, that stack, whether you need to watch your pelvis to tuck in or maybe to bring it forward, however your body has set it up. And maybe it's perfect, right in the right spot, and that's great. Then just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, the second one is going to be a lateral swing. Okay, similar to a wood chop, but different. So you're going to hold one bell, either side of the bell. You're going to twist and then pivot to the side that you're swinging that weight into. So this is our core work. Okay, focus again through the back. You want to get that pivot you'll feel the hip flexor open. The core is setting everything in to get that work done safely. All right, so twisting, moving through the trunk, especially with weight, is a very functional motion that we use in life. So we're going to train ourselves to do it properly. Here we go. Set 1, 10, curl press. There's our first one. Make sure the chest stays up as your arms come back down. Set in. Feel what you're feeling. 6. See if you can keep that pelvis set, getting that core. 9. 10. All right. All right, let's get that swing going. You can also hold the bell around just the bell if you'd like. I like how it feels holding on either side. So we are doing 20 each side on this. 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're setting your back against that pull. The weight's pulling away. 10 to go. Wrap around that torso. 18, 19, 20. All right. Set it up. Other side. Get that pivot from the back leg. Just to shoulder height. Exhale with that twist up. 16, 18, 19, 20. So that supporting leg. So if you're twisting to the left leg, twisting to the right leg, that's where that foundation and flex is really set in. Grab your hands behind your back, hinge forward. Just get that pull through the shoulders. All right. Curl press, set 2. Find your stance, grab your core. Here we go. Stay packed into the back. The tendency is to not allow your arms to come all the way down. So watch that for me. 6. Let that full range of motion happen. 7. Woo. 8. 9. I want to set it in. I don't want to lose my hips. Keep that core locked. 10. Yes. You can just feel the work done right. You have that set, right? If as you go overhead, you're not up here. You get tucked a bit. All right. I'm going to start on my second side this time. Swinging to my right. 3. So find that foundation, and then you're pivoting on that other leg. 9. Keep the core really locked. 12. If you're feeling your low back, you need to go down in weight a little. 19. 20. Other side. Let that momentum take you. 4, 5. Roll those shoulders back and down. So make sure that the weight is not pulling your shoulders to round forward. 16, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Stretch those forearms. All right. Set 3, curl press. Soft knees, strong back, super strong core. Set those hips. Kind of doing more of a hammer curl this time. My elbows like that one more. Halfway. Eight. 9. 10. Whew. Made it happen. All right. Here we go. Decide which way you want to go. Swing into it. 5, 6, 7, 12. Get that little pivot. 18, 19, 20. Lovely. Other side. 4, 6, 10. Check in with that upper back. Keep that foundation leg strong. 16, 17, 20. Whew. It's good. So much core, so much back. Having to really incorporate that. Hinge over those legs a second. Twist that one arm up. And then the other. And then grab your hands behind the back. Hands drop over the back of your head. Okay, we have one more set. Whew. Headbands and a single swing. So your headbands, we're going to go 10 each side. I'm going to use my 15. Knees lined straight up with toes. You're going to hold tight, not tight, but you're going to hold flexion through that back, right? And then you're going to go way up and then over to the other side. If a headband doesn't work for you, if going up and over doesn't work, then I'm going to have you go into a back fly. So you're going to hinge forward, elbows come up, squeeze those shoulder blades together. After that, I'm going to switch to my 20, and we're going to do a single arm swing. I'm just going to stick with a dumbbell, 10 on one side, 10 on the other. If you would prefer a kettlebell and have access to it, go for it. Remember with the swing, it's a hinge, and the dumbbell, I have to widen my legs actually for a little wider, but it's a hinge from your hip flexors, your hip creases, with the chest down, and then you thrust with your hips to get the swing forward, right? So you're not just lifting the arm. In fact, you're packing that arm into your scapula, and as you hinge forward, that's where most of the drop and lift is coming from. There's not a ton going on in the shoulder joint. All right, here we go. Set that stance, 20 total. 1, 2. Flexion through the back, strong through that core. Make sure that you have that nice solid stance, right? Belly button tucked back, hips kind of tucked under. 13, 14, 18, 19, 20. Whew. Yes, those add up. That's the consensus so far today. Those add up. Okay. One hand, it's kind of funky. These feel different than a kettlebell in terms of the weight. So your weight is on either side of your hand, where with the kettlebell, 6, 7, straight out in front of you. 9, 10. I'm going to switch. If you need to stop and switch, that's fine. I'm going to keep the back flat. 5, 6, 7. Pack that shoulder blade down. Make sure you stay in charge with your core. Okay, back to those heavy headbands. If you remember which hand you put around first last time, switch it up this time. Here we go. Ten to go. Eight, 9, watch those hips. 10. I gotta watch those hips. Half the time when I tell you to watch something, because I have to watch it too. Okay, start on your second side this time. Find that flat back, just like with a kettlebell swing. 7, don't bend your knees too much. 9, 10. 4, 7. Keep packing that belly in tight. 9, 10. All right. You're gonna get those headbands. All right, rewrap that weight. 1, 2, 3, 4. As long as you don't lose it, keep going. But if you're starting to lose those hips, as I am, then stop. 16, 17, 18. What's crazy, 19 and 20, is that my shoulders are what's getting tired. So this is what wants to happen. It's crazy how that throws it a different, changes where your shoulders are working from. Being able to hold your foundation even once you're fatigued. All right, here we go. 2, flex that core. 4, snap those hips into place. 6, Shoulders stack over the wrist or over the hips. 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch those knees. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah. Good job, good job. All right. Start with your body on its back. Left leg long. Draw your right knee into the chest. And then push it over the body. Perfect. Way to get some new items in. Builds heat. It's crazy when you get that core and trunk flexed in. You really build that core temperature. All right, just take that ankle and cross it over the knee and then pull into the chest. So one knee's out, one knee pulling in. Try to spread your shoulders back. Press those hips into the ground. Okay, and then let's go to the other side. Stretch your right leg long. Tuck your left knee into the chest. And then push it over to the right. Stretch that left arm out. And then rotate back to center. Cross that left knee over, or left ankle over the right knee. Tug deep into the chest. Spread across those shoulders. Take a quick review of what you went through. What was tough? What was easy? What did you have to watch out for? All right, bring both legs straight up, or as straight as you can, and just grab behind your thighs or your calves, maybe your feet. Try to push both hips down into the ground, or toward the ground, back of that pelvis. All right, bring your arms behind, and then slowly lower your legs. If you need to lower one at a time, that's totally fine. Otherwise, just check in with that core. Keep that low back pushing into the ground. Perfect. And then just relax here. So let your elbows go where they want, your feet, your hips. Close your eyes, check in, or check out, whatever you feel like doing. All right, go ahead and bring yourself up to seated. You're going to take a twist to the left. These always feel good, especially after doing a lot of trunk rotations. I think it helps get those hips set, keeping that low back set. You can find that really good twist through the mid back. Now then twist the other way. Pull the chest up, sit on top of those sits bones, and then let your back round. So kind of let it tuck under. You'll feel different kind of place of stretch. Sit up again. Let's bring those arms straight up overhead. And then exhale over those legs. Just a few more weeks of this forward stretch consistently. Pull that chest forward, and then now go ahead and let your head round down toward your knees or your ankles. Who knows how far you can get your head. All right. Thank you all so much. And we'll do it again for sure. Have a wonderful rest of your day.